Now, Namaskar. Welcome back to our YouTube channel OCS by Ranjan. आज आमे इंग्लिश रो पीजी एंट्रेंस रो इंग्लिश रो 2025 मॉक जो टेस्ट एबे हैला तार आंसर्स की डिस्कस करबा। आमर OCS by रंजन ऐप रे पीजी एंट्रेंस जो सब्जेक्ट पे आपण नेबा को चाहूचंती सबु सब्जेक्ट मॉक टेस्ट आउ इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस एग्जाम रिलेटेड सब अवेलेबल अच्छे। आपण सर संगे चैट करि परिबे, कोनोसी भी डाउट भी क्लियर करि परिबे, जहाँ कि आपण को एग्जाम को बहुत ही यूज होगा। सो प्लीज डू चेक इट। लेट्स स्टार्ट। Question number 1. What did Renaissance literature primarily emphasize? The correct answer is the option number B, that is individual. The main theme of Chaucer's The Pardoner's Tale is Radix Malrum est Cupidiots. What does this Latin text for a sermon mean? And the correct option is greed is the root of all evils. Next question. Which is the starting point of the pilgrimage to the Canterbury in the Canterbury Tales? And the correct answer is the Tabardine, that is option number C. Which of the following is opening line of Metaphysical poem? And the correct answer is option number D, busy old fool, unruly son. Which is the rhyme scheme of the Shakespearean sonnet? And the correct option is option number B. Next question. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. In which Shakespearean tragedy do these lines occur? And the correct option is option number D, Macbeth. Next question. The Duchess of Malfi is a Jacobin revenge tragedy. Who is the author? And the correct option is John Webster. Option number A. Next question. To which genre of poetry does Milton's Lycidas belong to? And the correct option is option number B. Next question. Which of the following is not a carpe diem poem? That is the pulley. Who are called the tribe of Ben? And the correct answer is cavalier poets. Next question. Who are the three aspirants to inherit Wolf's fortune? And the correct answer is option number C. Next question. Which of the following plays is not considered a comedy of manners? And the correct answer is option number A. Who is the first professional woman writer in English literature? And the correct answer is option number A. How did Cleopatra end her life in all of her love? And the correct answer is option number C. She allowed herself to be bitten by an asp. Next question. Which kingdom of England was deposited in Glorious Revolution 1688? And the correct answer is James II. Next question. The four wheels of English novel refers to the 4th 18th century novelists who helped establish the novel as a literary genre. Three of them are Samuel Richardson, Henry Fielding, and Lawrence Sterne. Who is the fourth novelist? That is Tobias Moult. Next question. Who is the author of Castle of Otranto, the first work of Gothic fiction? And the correct answer is option number A. According to Mary Wollstonecraft, the perfection of a person's nature and capacity for happiness are determined by the level of Option number C, that is reason, virtue, and knowledge. Next, a dictionary of the English language by Samuel Johnson is widely considered to be the first modern English dictionary. When was it published? That is in 1755. Next question, a faithful friend is a medicine life. In which essay of Joseph Addison does this line occur? That is friendship. Which statement with regard Macklin's minutes of 1935 is not correct? That is option number C. How long did the mother in Nissim Ezekiel's Night of the Scorpion suffer? That is 10 hours. Sorry, that is 20 hours. Option number B. Which color of the bangles best suits the maiden's wrists as mentioned by the poet in the Bangle Sellers? And the correct answer is option number C. Next question. That is question number 24. It's raining in the hills. I can feel it coming up under my feet of my legs. These are the final words by Razu in the guide. To whom does he say? That is, he said to Velan. Which of the following is not a Mahesh Dattani play? And the correct answer is Fire and the Rain. Next question. The phrase calcium is health, romanticism is disease is attributed to option number E. John Wolfgang von Goethe. Which of the following is not a guiding principle of French Revolution of 1789? That is friendship. Which is the famous opening line of elegy written in a country churchyard? And the correct answer is option number C. Next question. Dash, if he had be a good boy, the Chinna sweeper says this. And the correct option is option number B. Which of the following poems of Wordsworth feature the phrase the still sad music of humanity? Okay, the correct answer is Tintern Away. Next question. What was the abyssine made in Colgate's Kubla Khan singing of? That is Mount Abora. Next question. Question number 32. Dash, the very word is like a bell. And the correct answer is option number C. I fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed. In which work of Shelley does this line occur? And the correct answer is option number B. In which edition of Lyrical Ballads does Wordsworth outline his famous poetic theory? And the correct option is second. Next question. Which romantic poet was the last to take birth and first to die? And the correct answer is John Keats. Next question. In which Victorian poem does the image of Neptune taming the seahorse figure? The correct answer is My Last Duchess. Who among the following poets Matthew Arnold disprovingly called not one of the great classics? That is Geoffrey Chaucer. While Fitzgerald Darcy is depicted as a proud, who is portrayed as a prejudice in Pride and Prejudice? That is option number C, Elizabeth Bennet. Which is the common name for poor Coketown factory workers in Charles Dickens? The correct option is option number C. Which Victorian writer is better known by his pen name? That is Lewis Carroll. The correct option is option number B. And next question, question number 41. Victorian age witnessed a clash between faith and reason. Karl Marx believed that the class struggle would eventually lead to the overthrow of capitalism and establishment of communism. Next question. What is Freud's psychoanalytic theory primarily concerned with? It is concerned with unconscious motives and conflicts. Who among the following painters is the subject of conversion among the pre-malbating woman in love song of J. Alfred Prufrock? And the correct option is option number C. Next question. Which combination correctly completes the opening lines of the second command? Okay. So the correct answer is option number D. Widening, turning and turning in the widening gyre, the falcon the center cannot hold, mere a pet, a gnat is loosed upon the world. Okay. Next question, question number 46. Who among the following is not a trench poet? That is option number C. Which of the two of the following plays are mentioned in T.S. Eliot's traditional and individual talent? And the correct option is option number C. Next question, question number 48. Which of the following lines by Shakespeare is repeated several times in Virginia Woolf's Mr. Dalloway? And the correct option is option number B. Who was the Maurya's last living son in Riders to Seek? That is Bartley. With which eccentric is the theory of impersonality associated? T.S. Eliot. Who popularized the phrase of American dream? That is option number C. What does manifest destiny mean? It means that is it means the United States was destined to expand across North America and into the Pacific Ocean. Which statement about the caged bird in the Maya Angelou's poem is not correct? The correct option is the K, option number D. You can eat the orange and throw the peel away. A man is not a piece of fruit. Who says this to whom? And the correct answer is Willie to Howard. Next question, question number 55. How does Henry respond to the birth of his child in a farewell to arms? That is option number C. When did Constantinople fall to the Ottomans? That is 1453. Which is not correct with regard to the effect of the fall in Constantinople? And the correct option is option number D. Where is Odysseus imprisoned at the beginning of the Odyssey? And the correct option is option number C. Count no man happy until he dies, free of pain at last. Identify the play. And the correct option is option number C. What, according to Aristotle, is the soul of tragedy? That is plot. The goal of tragedy is to evoke emotions like pity and fear in the audience, leading to a purging of these emotions. Which theme does Aristotle use for purgations of emotions? Okay, and the correct answer is option number D. In a room of one's own Virginia Woolf's is that to write fiction a woman needs a room of her own and dash to succeed. The correct answer is leisure. Next question. Which character in Jane Eyre uses religion to justify cruelty? Okay. And the correct answer is option number B. I am a sinner. In which poem does these lines occur? The correct answer is option number C. Next question. Why did Parvati in Ashapurana Devi's The Distant Window marry Nadu Ivan of her father says? And the correct answer is option number C. Who is known as the father of modern realistic drama? That is option number D. Which disease did Oswald inherit from his father in Ghosts? Option number B. Who is the author of the myth of Sisyphus, a foundational text of absurdism? And the correct answer is option number A. Who coined the term theatre of absence? And the correct answer is option number C. Which playwright developed the theoretical concept known as the alien effect? And the correct answer is option number D. Next question. Question number 71. Which of the following plays has an alternative ending? That is option number C. Next question. Which person worthy of administration has offended by Shakuntala without her knowledge in Abhijana Kusthalam? And the correct answer is option number D. Mrichaktika has been adapted into a Hindi movie in 1984 directed by Girish Karnad. Name the movie. That is Utsav. Who is the presiding deity of acrotic sentiment? That is Vishnu. Who is the author of Orientalism? And the correct answer is option number A. Next question. In which novel is Harikatha strategically used as a tool to spread nationalist ideas among the villagers? That is Kantapura. Which of the following Caribbean novels makes intertextual reference to the Jana Eye? That is option number B. Next question. Mimicry, hybridity and liminality are the terms associated with Homi Ke Bhaba. Which fictional work does not come under genre fiction? That is come of age novel. Next question. Question number 80. Which is the correct match of subgenres of genre fiction with their themes? Okay, the correct option is A. Romance will be getting a romantic relationship and ends with a happy ever after. Next is mystery to an imaginary World with magic. Next, C with science fiction with 5. Next, fantasy with a crime and the way it is resolved. And a horror with fear, dread. That is option number B. Next question, which of the 81, which of the following is considered a genre fiction? That is option number B. Why was the Duchess in Alice in Wonderland under sentence of execution? And the correct option is option number A. Who used the vicious hound to kill members of the Baskerville family in The Hound of Baskerville? That is Jack Stapleton. Who is considered a pioneer of detective fiction? And the correct answer is option number C. What is the subtitle of 5-point summary? Okay, that is Life on Campus. In which book of Cleaner Brooks does the essay language of products occur? That is Understanding Poetry. With regard to the language of poetry, who says paradox in the language of appropriate and inevitable to the poetry? The correct answer is Cleaner Brooks. Which Marxistic critic is the author of Marxism and Literacy Criticism? That is Terry Eagleton. Next question, question number 89. Simon de Beauvoir's primary thesis is that man fundamentally oppresses women by characterizing them as other. Which statement with regard to the nature of a linguistic sign is correct? That is option number A. A new criticism is the book that is established the new criticism movement in literacy theory. Who is the author? That is option number B. Which of the following is the opening line of Albert Camus' The Outsider? The answer is option number D. Which of the following authors is of Indian descent? That is V.S. Naipaul. Tonight I can write dash. Which of the following completes the opening line of Neruda's poem? Tonight I can write. And the correct answer is the saddest lines. Next question. Which is the correct match of the characters with works they occur in? That is option number B. That is A with 2. Okay, B with I. First C with 5. D with 3 and E with 4. Next question, which is the correct match of the authors and their nationality? Again the correct answer is B. A with 3, B with 1, C with 4, D with 5, E with 2. Next question, which is the correct chronological order of the following poets? That is option number B. Next, the title of an archetypal modern African novel. Who is the author of the novel? That is option number E. What is the status accorded to the English language of the Indian Constitution? That is option number C. Which is Which of the following is a social networking site? That is Google. Hope you did well in your exams. Please do like our channel, subscribe our channel. Please do visit OCS by Ranjan app. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.